Live from the Triangle, this is WNCN News at 7.
Good evening, and thanks so much for joining us. I'm Shumuriel Ratliff. Parts of our area saw some rain today. Here's a live look from our tower cam in North Raleigh. For the latest, let's send it right over to meteorologist Bill Ray. Keep up with the changing weather on the go by downloading our weather app. You can get hour-by-hour forecasts, alerts, and interactive radar. Just search WNCN on your Apple or Android device. A big concert is underway right now in Raleigh. We're talking about Farm Aid at Walnut Creek Amphitheater. Some of the biggest names in music are teaming up to help family farms around the country. Our Mike Lamia is there.
It's an event that's defined by the talented musicians who take the stage. We're talking John Mellencamp, Neil Young, and of course, Willie Nelson. But if you look past the legendary artists, there's a deeper meaning to Farm Aid. The entire event was conceived back in 1985 as a way to raise awareness about the loss of family farms.
A developing story tonight. Police in Boone are working to identify a body found early this morning. Officers found human remains in a wooded area at the west end of town. Investigators are still gathering evidence at the scene. Police there have been searching for missing Appalachian State student Anna Smith. Authorities say identification cards found near the scene belong to Smith, but they aren't confirming that the body is hers yet. The 18-year-old from High Point was last seen leaving her dorm room September 3rd. And one person is dead after a shooting in North Raleigh. It happened shortly after 6:30 last night at a townhome in the 6300 block of Shadow Lane Crossing. Officers found 20-year-old Casty St. Louis outside, suffering from a gunshot wound. He was taken to Wake Med, where he later died. At last check, no arrests have been made. If you know anything, please call Raleigh Police. And Cumberland County deputies are investigating a domestic disturbance that left one person dead and another injured. It happened around 11:30 last night in the 5100 block of Church Street. Authorities have not released the victims' names. Stay with WNCN for updates. Vikings running back Adrian Peterson is out of jail on bond tonight. He turned himself into a Texas jail early this morning. A grand jury indicted Peterson Thursday on child abuse charges. He's accused of using a switch to discipline his son back in May. In response to the indictment, the Minnesota Vikings deactivated Peterson from their roster. That means he will not play when the team hosts the New England Patriots tomorrow. A woman leaving a high school football game near Charlotte was impaled by a pole. It hit the woman in her car as she drove through a gate. Firefighters say wind gusts blew the gate closed. As it did, the pole went through the head of the light, the engine compartment, and right into the front seat. It hit her just above the hip bone on her side. The woman suffered life-threatening injuries. Authorities say she was not a student. A group in Durham is trying to cut down on underage drinking one store at a time. They're marking drinks that could be mistaken for non-alcoholic beverages. WNCN's Emma Wright has the story on the group's sticker shock mission.
We're going to put stickers on everything.
Wanda Boone and other members of Together for Resilient Youth are on a mission. Saturday morning, they put these stickers on flavored alcoholic beverages, also known as Alco Pops. The drinks are popular with younger people because of the taste and the price. Boone hopes these stickers will keep them from falling into the wrong hands.
Underage drinking still is a problem.
Group organizers say they hope to find more stores that will participate. To learn more information, just visit our website, WNCN.com. Tonight, Secretary of State John Kerry is in Egypt, trying to build a coalition to defeat ISIS. Kerry met with Egypt's president. He's trying to garner regional support to attack ISIS in Iraq and Syria. So far, 10 Arab states have pledged their support, but say they will not send ground troops to fight the militant group. Kerry also spoke about the terrorist threat.
The fact is that in today's globalized world, it's only a matter of time before the threat of terrorism anywhere becomes a threat of terrorism everywhere.
Meanwhile, the CIA estimates the size of ISIS has doubled to between 20,000 and 30,000 fighters. Iran has issued a warning about the latest efforts to fight ISIS. Iranian officials call the U.S.-led coalition against the Islamic State a big disaster. They also say it will spark a wide conflict across the region. These comments come after U.S. officials say it would be inappropriate for Iran to take part in talks on ISIS due to its support for the Syrian government. Turning now to the Ebola outbreak, the World Health Organization says there's a shortage of relief workers to contain the virus in West Africa. So far, Ebola has killed 2,400 people. Officials estimate that there are nearly 5,000 cases throughout the region, and local medical teams are overwhelmed as the number of cases continue to increase.
We see people dying, and we see family members even burying their loved ones. Because when you call the team, they are not coming.
The UN Health Agency warned there could be as many as 20,000 cases before the outbreak is contained. The U.S. has already pledged $22 million to build a hospital in Liberia. Meanwhile, the coalition of American doctors sickened with Ebola is steadily improving. Rick Sakura is undergoing treatment in Omaha, Nebraska. Tonight, we're learning that his appetite is steadily improving. His wife says he ate an entire pint of Ben & Jerry's chocolate chip dough ice cream yesterday. As the outbreak continues to spread, a team of professors from UNC Chapel Hill are launching a new website to track the virus. Liberia's Minister of Information requested the website be built. The goal is to help officials make better informed decisions about how to contain the outbreak. You can find the link to the site on our website, WNCN.com. NASA's working on the largest rocket ever built. Up next, we'll take you to the massive facility that's behind the ambitious project.
So shopping became very difficult. A lot of temper tantrums, crying.
And in What's Next, more time more valuable than money? The military mom with the innovative idea for an easier way to shop.